Good morning, y'all. It's Tuesday. Oh, fuck. Alright, day 31 of the vlog. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get her done. Today, all I have to do is edit this video, rehearse my monologue, and then go ahead and rehearse my monologue, and then go and work today. And yeah, that's about it. I don't have a workout tonight. I just have a ab circuit tonight, so just the ab circuit. That's it. Yeah. Cool. Today's a pretty chill day, so let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Whoosh whoosh. What up, y'all? Just finished editing my video, and yeah. Adobe Premiere crashed on me mid-edit, and I was so frustrated because I didn't save it. I wasn't saving as I was progressing, and so when it crashed, I had to re-edit everything that I already did. Like, luckily enough, my videos aren't like crazy in terms of the edits, so it's like I didn't mind that much, but still, like, oh, that's still frustrating because that took a certain amount of time, and then I had to do it all over again. So yeah, that's on that. Also, I looked over at the ABC casting Instagram, and I'll put it over here. And yeah, they have this like submission contest free look thing that they're doing, and it starts on April 13th, I believe. I'll put the link in the description below, but if you're a writer or an actor, like, keep your eyes out on that, and yeah, submit your stuff to ABC starting on the 13th, because, like, I mean, who knows, maybe they'll see something that they like. So encourage anyone who's a creative, or anyone who has any interest in any of those things, acting and writing, to just submit something, because why not, right? It's a free opportunity. So that's really dope. So stay in tuned. Like, if you haven't go ahead and follow the ABC casting Instagram, because they put material up there all the time. So yeah. Okay. Other than that, that's another thing is I just hit up one of my cousins. She's a DJ. I haven't asked her permission to use her name or anything yet, like that yet, so I'm not gonna put anything out there that she hasn't consented to. But she's a DJ and stuff out here in LA, and I just had an idea, because, like, I use a bunch of, like, music that I get off of Epidemic for my background tracks, but she's a DJ and she produces her own music. So, like, I hit her up to see if she's interested in letting me use her music for my backtrack, and if she is, that'd be really dope. If she's not, that's totally cool too. But anyone else out there that produces music or makes music, and they have, like, chill electronic beats I can use for my backtrack, like, I'm totally down. Let me know. You can, like, send me a DM, and then I'll use your music for the backtrack, and then, you know, tag you and all that stuff like that. So yeah, help out your fellow artists, right? So yeah, that's really dope. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and change and go to work. So cool. Peace, y'all. Starbucks again, waiting. Starbucks, my favorite place to reflect on life. So it's weird. I always do these, like, reflections at Starbucks, and I think it's just because the line is so long. It takes forever. But I was listening to this video that my friend sent me. This is the same one that sent me the other Stoicism stuff, but this is having better days with Marcus Aurelius's daily routine, something like that. And they talk about a lot of things there, a lot of similar things to stuff that I talked about in the past. One of the interesting things that they talked about for fixing your routine is to, like, you know, wake up early. If you have kids, wake up before your kids. And if you, you know, for how you wake up, if you use an alarm, like make sure it's not on your phone. Make sure to like stay off of your phone first thing in the morning. And that's something I personally struggle with. Like they talked about this in the video, like someone was saying like, oh, my alarm is on my phone, so it's the first thing I see, and I see all the texts and all stuff like that, which is so true, because that's the same thing that I use for my alarm. And I think I want to get an alarm clock now, just to stay off of the whole alarm thing, you know. But yeah, that's like that's a very interesting thing. Yeah, the thing that I struggle with in the morning is like getting off of my phone, and I could be on my phone for like an hour straight, like first thing when I wake up. So, and I know that's a terrible habit, and I've tried several different ways of like putting my phone on the other side of the room, so I physically have to get up and stuff like that, but sometimes like it just doesn't work. So I think getting a physical alarm and then putting my phone in a different place would be really helpful. So I think I'm gonna try and practice that if I can afford to, you know, get a alarm clock. But yeah, so that's a very interesting practice that I think I want to give a shot. Another thing that they talked about in the video was like the acceptance of mortality, and I didn't realize that this was like a philosophical thing. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. I just needed to say the order for the food. So another thing that they talked about in the video was the acceptance of mortality, and they didn't mean it to be in a like depressing or morbid way, and I don't think it is, you know. I don't think it's a depressing thought at all. I didn't realize that this was like a huge philosophical thing about accepting your mortality in order to live in the present. I didn't realize that was a thing, but it's something I've practiced since like I was like in middle school, that I'm gonna die one day, you know. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen, you know. And at first part of me thought that something was wrong with me, but then I started like later on I started figuring out that like I think the acceptance of death like allows you to see your limits, and it allows you to see where you're at in your current life, you know. And by looking at that and accepting that fact, it helps you to really look and analyze at your life and see where you want to move to, see what kind of progress you want to make. And I think that it's been a very helpful practice in my own life, and I didn't realize that was like a huge like philosophical thing that has been practiced by different philosophers and stuff. So that's a really cool concept that just learned about. So yeah, cool. Yeah, so I'll put the link to the video in the description below, and highly recommend to go check it out. It's you know, it's cool. So all right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with this work day. It's raining, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep working. So all right, talk to you guys later. Peace. What up, y'all? Just finished my workout. Today's day 32, day 4 of my second month. Yeah, I didn't do, today was my off day, but I did an ab circuit. So for today's ab circuit, we did 1 minute of, what did I do? I did 1 minute of yoga boats, 30-second rest, and I did 1 minute of like these cross-body sit-ups, and did 1 minute on each side, 30-second rest in between. And then for the last exercise, I did 1 minute of 1 minute of reverse crunches and a 30-second rest. So just to repeat that again, I did 1 minute yoga boat, 30-second rest, 1 minute of cross body sit-ups on one side, 30-second rest, then the other side, 30-second rest, and then 1 minute of reverse crunches, and then 30-second rest, 2 sets. So yeah, that was today's workout. That's about it. Really short, just like 10 minutes about. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do first body check. Cool. All right, here's angle 1. Cool. I'm like really freaking hungry right now. All right, cool. Let's do angle. Here's angle 2. Cool. All right. Angle 3. All right, I guess the connection is off. Starting to use these backlights. It's not as good, but These are really dim right now. Alright. Well, let's see if I can get click. Boom. Angle 3. Cool. Now it's all glitchy. Alright, y'all. Alright. So that's end of my workout. I'm gonna eat quick and then go ahead and do a conclusion. Peace. Yo, what's good, yo? Alright. Yeah, today was a decent day. Got some work done, which is good. Did some rehearsing. Made another TikTok video. Did my workout. Yeah. And yeah, hung out with some friends and then sent out some emails. So yeah, today was pretty solid day. Yeah, I also just spent like the last 2 hours talking with one of my cousins from back home. He's in college right now, and yeah, it was a really good talk. We talked about a lot of different things, but I don't want to share too much on like his stuff because I don't know how personal some of the stuff is that we talked about when it comes to his own private life. But one of the topics that we did talk about was something that we talked about kind of was just like life post-graduation and life as an independent, right? And it's scary, right? It's scary. I remember when it came to graduation time, honestly, I wasn't as scared as I probably should have been. I was more or less excited to get out of college. But yeah, I mean, life as an independent is definitely one of the scariest things. Even if you didn't go to college, just like leaving the comfort of your own home and living life by yourself is one of the scariest things that you can do. But it's one of the greatest things that you can do as well because you learn so much. And I think one of the things that I told him is just like becoming independent is one of the greatest challenges that you'll face in your life, for sure. And I think just like in order to do that, you need to, one, you need to keep your head up. I think that's the biggest thing that you need to do. You need to keep your head up because there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but throughout it all, you just need to keep your head up. Number two, you need to ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing, and understand that. Understand why you're, doing the things that you're doing and why you're pursuing the things that you want to pursue, why your goals are your goals, right? That's very important. And then number three is to understand the consequences of failure, right? So what does it mean if you fail to accomplish those goals that you've set out to do? And if you can understand that, then the fourth step is to just kind of buckle up for the bumpy ride, and just keep working through all of the hardships that you'll face, but I think something that we also talked about was like understanding failure, and like it doesn't mean that you're aiming for failure, but if you can understand failure, right, while you're aiming for success, I think that can like prepare you to understand that to understand the worst, right? To understand the worst and to understand that you don't want that, right? You don't want that to happen to you. If you can see those lines of like success and failure like clearly, then like I think that helps keep you on track to your goals, right? I guess it's kind of like similar thing to what I talked about earlier with like coming to terms with death, right? It's funny because like when you finally come to terms with death and come to terms with your mortality, you can finally like live more in the moment and be more focused on what you want to do with your life. So, and it's the same thing with understanding failure, right? If you understand failure, then you can become more focused in how to achieve your goals and how to avoid failure, because you know what the failure is, right? You know what the consequences are. So yeah, that was like a very interesting talk that we had, and yeah, I enjoy talking to him. He's a really good kid, and yeah, he has a bright future ahead of him. I really do think he has a bright future ahead of him. We also talked about collaborating on some work, so yeah, I would be very excited to do that in the future. So we'll see what happens. Cool. All right. That's it for today. Tomorrow I have to wake up really early because I have an appointment to get my car fixed for something that they messed up with. So yeah, bringing in my car tomorrow and we'll see how long it takes. But last time it took about like 6 to 8 hours for them to do this one type of repair. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, tomorrow I'm gonna be really practicing hard on my monologues because class is on Thursday, so I really need to get them down tomorrow. So my teacher sent me another monologue today that she thinks I would be able to do or would fit me. So I'm gonna take a look at that and really try to memorize it tomorrow and see if it's something I'd like to pursue. So I sent her my initial choice monologue, so I want to see how she feels about that and see which one she thinks is the better option for Thursday. So, but either way, I'll try to memorize both of them. So cool. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Good night. Peace.
Tell the truth. What do you see? Let me speak to him. But master, you are not strong enough. I have strength enough for this.